morning, y'all. Enjoying my morning coffee. And it's time to do a special request review for one of my very sweet dear friends from Facebook, Chantel Brown. And I told her I would do this one for her a while back, but I just now got time to do it. So it is none other than Nailgun Massacre, released in 1985. And it's basically just like the other films of this caliber in the late 70s to early 80s to mid 80s. Very sexually exploitated kind of films, real gritty, grimy, just grindhouse kind of in its style that it was shot. This movie, it reminds you a lot of Last House on the Left, and I Spit on Your Grave, shit like that, because this movie is really graphic and it's really gritty and dirty and just leaves you feeling sleazy and nasty. Like, you want to go take a fucking shower after you watch this movie, at least a dozen times. Because basically, the plot of the movie is pretty simple. The movie opens up with a young woman who is working, or at least nearby a construction site, and for some ungodly reason, every man that's on this construction crew decides to gang rape this poor girl. And they take turns to have their way with her right there on the construction site in broad fucking daylight. Now, I've always been the person that said I'm not comfortable with seeing rape scenes on screen. It's really hard to watch. It's really, which thankfully for this movie right here, they don't show anything. It just, you can tell that's what they're trying to do. And it does show one of them trying to have his way with her, but it doesn't go into graphic detail as far as that goes. Not like I Spit on Your Grave did, the original or the remake. But this one right here is just implied heavily. That's what they're about to do to her, and it's just like really horrible because the poor girl's fighting for her life and just screaming for them to stop. And just, why the fuck would a guy want to rape a woman anyway? Like, how the fuck do you get off on that? The girl's crying, screaming for help, and begging you to stop. How the fuck does that turn you on? I don't understand it. But anyways, you fast forward past that, and there's this killer in it who shows up pretty relatively quick after the events of this beginning of the movie, dressed up in like a welding mask and a hazmat suit, camouflage color, I think, and going around with a nail gun, dispatching of all the assailants that raped that poor girl. And pretty much this is like a spoiler review because who the fuck hasn't seen this? I mean, it's on YouTube right now. It's available for free if you haven't seen it yet. But it came out in 1985, so if you haven't fucking seen this shit yet, then I don't know what to tell you. But go on YouTube right now and check it out if you want to see it. And anyways, the killer, basically just this stock version of a serial killer in the early 80s. Not really any kind of significant style to him or her, whoever it is under the mask. And going around with a voice modulator that disguises its voice in kind of a robotic tone and really shitty kind of voice changer. But hey, it was the 80s, so you got to forgive it for that. But it's going around stalking down every man that was a part of that crew that raped that girl and killing them one by one with a nail gun in really gory fucking fashion. And the kills are pretty decent. I mean, kind of boring because it's just a killer standing there talking shit to the victim and they're begging for their life and just boom, 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 shoots them with a nail gun 2 or 3 times. The best kill, though, I guess, was where the killer takes the nail gun and shoots them with their hands, or tells them to put their hands together and then shoots them, and the nail goes all the way through the hand and they're stuck like that, wrapped around a tree. And another thing about this is that it doesn't skimp on the nudity. This movie has a lot of fucking nudity, and way more than any Friday the 13th film you're ever going to watch. And that's the shock. That's really the shock factor of this, is that it felt more like a softcore porn. It feels like a fucking 70s porno with a killer thrown in. So it's kind of like a softcore porn thriller, I guess you could say, because it's got the hottest fucking babes. Doesn't skimp on the boobs at all. There's a lot of fucking breast in this. A lot of ass, a lot of TNA in this. So if you're a fan of horror films that's got a kind of goofy, shitty killer going around killing people off one by one and a huge body count, plus a lot of nudity and a lot of gratuitous nudity at that, and just a lot of pornographic kind of sex scenes. Oh man, you're gonna love this shit because in almost every scene, well, not every single scene, but every 15 minutes or so, there's a sex scene. And there's someone fucking in the woods. There's someone fucking a girl up beside a tree. There's someone fucking in a car that's way too fucking small for them to even be in. Oh man, there was a lot of hot babes in this. I can't say enough. The boobs were great. I fucking love that. The nudity and the sex scenes in this were awesome. And then the killer fucking, one of my favorite kills is when the killer takes the nail gun and shoots this dude in the dick with the nail gun. And just, ugh, seeing the blood come out of his fucking tighty whities was just, God, graphic as fuck. But, like I said, it's a basic movie. And for my positives, it would be the nudity, the gratuitous nudity, the sex scenes. The kills were decent. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that. Good gore, just great gore, good buckets of blood and carnage candy and shit for that. And the negatives would be the acting. Now, it does have some shitty ass, terrible, as my friend Drewska McGillicuddy likes to say, 80s acting. It's really fucking bad. The acting is terrible. It's really shitty. You almost feel like you're watching a damn fan film made on YouTube today. So, actually, I've seen fan films today that are better than this. But, yeah, the acting is really shitty. There's a sheriff and a doctor that's constantly tracking down the killer at every kill, every person that he's left for dead. They're constantly tracking the killer throughout the entire movie. And there's a big plot twist at the end because you think you know who the killer is, but you really don't. So, just because based on the events at the beginning of the film, you're going to be like, yeah, that's going to be the killer at the end. Nope. You're sadly mistaken. So, it does got kind of a plot twist at the end of it. Throws it at you out of left field, and you're like, how the fuck could that be? I'm not going to spoil everything for you because you might still actually enjoy this movie if you check it out. But, gore, kills, sex, hot babes, breast, all that shit. That's all A+, guess I'm kind of moving in on Derek the Hardcorner's territory. I'm not trying to give a fucking graded system here. I ain't even got a fucking rated system yet. I'm just saying it's great as far as that shit goes. But plot twist is good because it does shock the hell out of you. And the killer was decent but kind of goofy acting because the way he moves is kind of awkward as fuck. And the voice changers kind of sucks. It's kind of shitty, and terrible acting. But other than that, being horrifically graphic and being just very gritty and nasty and dirty, I'm a fan of shit like that. I do like films like that. It's not something that everybody can watch, but a select few of us sick-minded fucks enjoy the shit. So if you're one of those sick fuckers, you might actually enjoy this movie. And there's not really much else to say about it. It's a short fucking movie. It's just a body count, a killer going around massacring everybody, and a lot of hot, gratuitous, late 70s, early 80s kind of porn style sex scenes. So if you're a fan of that shit, go on YouTube right now and type in Nailgun Massacre, and you will not be disappointed. You will actually enjoy it. So till next time, it's been me, Savini Jason, and Chantel. I hope I did this movie justice for you. I hope you enjoy it. And till next time, I will see you later. So like, share, subscribe, and all that cool shit. And bye.